Hello everyone, welcome back to regular toy reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at YOLOPARK's Nemesis Prime from the AMK Pro Series. But before we get started, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, as it really helps with the algorithm, and consider subscribing as I put out videos like these every week. Getting this guy was definitely a no-brainer for me, as I don't know if you noticed, but my profile picture for this channel is actually the regular Optimus Prime version of him. And well, I've been nothing but impressed with this figure just overall, and even this repaint of it. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure most of this figure is painted with the exception of maybe the joints. And just the attention to detail is absolutely amazing. Not just on this one, but on the original Optimus Prime figure, which I will be bringing out here in a bit. For starters, we're going to be looking at this brand new black paint job for Nemesis Prime compared to the red we see in the original. And they've done a really good job on this. Looks like they've replaced some of his details with a pastel looking green instead of the usual orange that we're used to seeing. And of course, he has a brand new Decepticon logo on his shoulder. The windows on his chest are now a really nice translucent red. And just like the original, it looks like he has a bunch of wear and tear details all over him. Open up his chest to find out he comes with a matrix of leadership, now in an evil red color, because red is bad and blue is good. He also comes with his signature battle axe, but now in evil red. And surprisingly, his blaster is just the same as the original. His blaster does have one very important function, and that is to turn on his eyes, just like that. And I gotta say, this looks so much better than the original. And of course, it still has those same settings, which is blinking and slower blinking, and of course off. Unfortunately, the batteries were not included, but here you go. It's those right there, CR927. I got this pack off of Amazon for maybe about $2. Those were the cheapest ones I could find, but I was actually glad to have them ready when this guy came in. When it comes to articulation, this guy is just absolutely unbeatable. Just like the original, this figure blew me away from the moment I got it. And honestly, I don't even know where to begin. So I guess we'll start off with the head and work our way down and hope I don't miss anything. So his head is on a ball joint, so he can look up pretty high. He can look down about that much. From side to side. Turn all the way around. His shoulders go up about that much. Both sides. At first, they are a bit stiff on the joints, including with the original, but they'll loosen up after a while. He can turn his shoulder all the way around. He has some bicep rotation. He has a double elbow right here, so he can get some really crazy movement. His wrist is on a ball joint as well, so he can turn his hand all the way around. His thumb is also on a ball joint, and he has hinges on his finger. His index finger, so he can point, and then these three are stuck together, just like so. He also has a little hinge door right here for, I guess, communications or something. I always thought that was a really neat detail. It took me a while to notice it, though. It's really well done. Same articulation on the other hand. He has ab crunch a little bit, just a tiny bit. And he can go rock from side to side a little bit too. All his skirt pieces right here are on ball joints, so these two are individually articulated, so you can get them out of the way and pose them however you want. These on the side are on hinges. They just come out not too far out, and these two are connected. His little butt flaps, they go out like that. Now to the thighs, these are on little hinges right here. You can extend them out pretty far. He has thigh rotation right here and a knee right there, knee bend, double knee bend. Put that back in the spot. We're gonna come back down here to his feet. He has a toe articulation a little bit. Gotta move that out of the way. And then you can move his foot maybe about that far, or maybe a little more if you move this out of the way. There you go. Of course, he has ankle pivot just a bit. Can rock both ways. And yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no pose that you can't get him in, as you're about to see. Unfortunately, it's not pizza time, but comparison time. So first, we're going to be bringing out the original Optimus Prime. And honestly, I can't really figure out which one's my favorite now, but you'll find out, I guess, if this one's my profile picture next week. Absolutely solid figure for both of these guys. Up next, we're going to be bringing out another YOLOPARK figure, which is Optimus Prime from the Rise of the Beast movie. This one is a bit taller, but it is a lot cheaper, and no diecast compared to this guy, which is a really big bonus, especially for being $60. And you already know we gotta compare these two regular old Transformers, starting off with this Orion Pack / Optimus Prime from the Transformers 1 movie, which I actually just watched yesterday. And honestly, if you do not have tickets yet, I recommend getting them because it was so good. There is a really shocking part more toward the end. Oh man, I almost teared up. But lastly, we're going to be bringing out the Earthrise Optimus Prime, just to get a better comparison from a Voyager class Optimus Prime. But there you have it. Goes maybe a little under his shoulder. If you have this figure, you get a better sense of scale. And I know I said this guy was going to be the last comparison, but of course we can't have our regular toy review without our wacky comparison of the week. And that's a Pizza Pocket, Hot Pocket, whatever you want to call it. There you go. You have some of these laying around. It's the best sense of scale you're going to be able to get. But for some final thoughts, I am going to recommend you pick this guy up, as he is limited edition, and I mean, he's just so cool. You cannot go wrong with this figure, and especially for the price. I unfortunately paid a little too much for this one from the Big Bad Toy Store, but you can get it for pre-order. It comes out next month on Amazon, and it's going to be $60. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If y'all enjoyed the content, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, as I post videos like these every week, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, what else you want to see, and make sure to keep an eye on my YouTube Shorts videos, as I'm not just going to keep doing the action figure challenges, but I'm also going to start doing 1-minute reviews. And for that, I will actually be taking requests from you guys. But until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.